Afternoon, Gooners, afternoon, football fans. And this is a show. We're going to start it slightly different today. We're going to start with a question. And it is Richard, can you explain to me why Arteta's new system is like what's it called? A tardigrade
A
and vice
tardigrade.
versa?
Yeah, yeah. Well, to explain that, I'll first explain what a tardigrade is. You can see on to my it'd be to my right as I'm looking at it. It is a tardigrade. It's a microscopic animal, but can survive radiation. It can survive the vacuum of space. It can survive extremes of heat and cold. So basically, it's adaptable and resilient. We'll go back a bit in time to December the 4th, 2024. We just beat Man United 2-0, courtesy of 2 goals from corners. After the match, we were praised for our set piece prowess. And in the press conference, Arteta's response was, well, we want to be kings of everything. He has doubled down since then, reiterating he wants us to be the best at everything. So to break that down a bit more, he wants us to be the best defensively at long throws, corners, free kicks, good at pressing, good at low block, be the best technical team, be the best physical team, be the best counter-attacking team, best possession-based team, etc. So basically, he wants us to be adaptable, resilient, and obdurate, just like the tardigrade.
And can I just say that the tardigrade is not a new member of In the North Bank?
He's come.
In the streets where the coastal winds blow, 2 old gunners with stories to show. There's the enforcer from Newcastle town, Statman from Portsmouth.
Right, so that leads me to my second question, Richard. Okay. This new system that Arteta is using is really, really good, and it's working so well for the team. But how is it that opposition teams can't work it out?
Well, basically, it is all about the system. Opposition managers have trouble setting up for us because we play multiple ways: possession, counter attack, high press, low block. But it's only effective because of those formations and the personnel we use within those formations. So take it before the matches start. You get the team sheet. It looks like a 4-3-3, but this is an illusion. We have a variety of shapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It,
yeah. I was going to say, how many formations do you think we've actually got?
I mean, I see it as probably 4, but it could be more. The 4 that I recognise is the 2 defensive shapes and 2 offensive shapes.
So for example, I've got the 4-3-3 up here now. If I go to the next one,
yeah, this is
one.
this is the defensive shape. So we will use a 4-3-3 defensive shape, and that might end up being like a 5-4-1. But
is that the next?
no, that's a 4-4-2. But
Oh.
again, those are the 2 defensive shapes, and in either of those you might get the two wider of the second 4 dropping down to help defend the flanks.
Yeah.
Or come inside to track runners. So. And then we're quite fluid because we'll then move into an offensive shape, and
Is
that's
this the offensive shape? Is this the 4-3? It's the 4-3-3, the offensive.
No,
No.
the offensive is the 3-2-2-3. First one, it's the
Is that
that's the second defensive shape. So
right?
then when we'll move into to attack on the attack, this will be probably the primary formation that we use with Saliba, Gabriel and Timber at the base, Zubimendi and Rice, Eza and or Odegaard and Calafiori, and then your three front players, whatever combination that is: Martinelli, Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard, Saka, Gyökeres,
So
Madueke. Yeah,
that leads me on to the next question, mate. How many combinations as a team do we have now?
loads, because and most of those combinations will be your left hand side. So and who you play in the play sort of in the right eight, in the left eight, or the right eight. So you might have Calafiori and Trossard.
Mhm.
You might have Skelly and Madueke.
Yeah.
You might have Nkapie and Martinelli, and you might also see it be either just Eze and Eze instead of Odegaard, or Nwaneri instead of Odegaard. And you can change, and you might take Zubimendi off and have Rice, Odegaard, Eze, or you might have Zubimendi, Marino, Nwaneri, or Odegaard, or Eze.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of adaptability. On the right, you might swap out Timber for White. You might put Martinelli on the right, for example, or a Dowman. So, but what you will usually get is that back three. I believe for most of this season will be Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber, because they are probably quintessential in the defensive side of our game. They are the best one-in-one defenders, if not in the league, especially that we have. But I think they're probably the best in the league, and almost very probably the best one-in-one in Europe at the moment.
So this formation, sorry, not formation. This system, because it's many formations, like you've said, like you've
Yeah.
pointed out. This system works well as a unit for the team. Yeah. There are players that you wanted to sort of pinpoint to let us know how it works, and do you want to go into that?
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at a few of them, because I've mentioned a few there. But Calafiori, for example, he is the primary catalyst for when we're attacking. He he's when you get the team sheet, his role looks like that of a left back, but actually he's more than that. You'll get a lot of left backs that invert, just come in and they're not sure about coming into midfield. He actually does that with confidence and ease. He's aggressive in defensively. He's creative offensively. There's a ball over the top. I think it's the Nottingham Forest game for Eze, who crosses it into Gyökeres to score first time. And that, but you're just as likely to see him on the right edge of the box, forming a triangle with Saka and Odegaard, or Saka and Timber, or arriving late at the edge of the box and hitting a stunner into the top corner.
See, I get the feeling with these combinations, even though they are defenders, they can be anywhere on the pitch.
Yeah,
And
and if you look,
that's a game changer. That is
Yeah.
absolutely a game changer, isn't it?
yeah, it's massive. And I mean, you look at Rice as well. What transformation has Arteta's made with him? We already knew he was probably a world class player. He didn't get the recognition he deserved at West Ham, but coming to us, he's not just a six or he's a box to box midfielder that can run through people. He's got a good passing range. He arrives late in the box now. He got to get his head on and score goals arriving late in the box. He could score free kicks. His corner delivery is excellent.
No one can do a better corner than him, can they? Let's
I
be
mean,
honest.
you're looking at Beckham and Ward-Prowse, and I mean Roberto Carlos, and the very best of set piece takers. He's up there among them. He is consistently accurate.
I totally agree with you, mate. And it gives the team a lot more flexibility.
Oh, definitely.
And so, has he tapped into something, or does this just come natural to the players?
Well, yes and no. It's a bit of both. What Arteta's done is he's coached this team to be able to move from a 4-3-3 into the 3-2-3 or the 3-2-5 back to a 4-3-3, 4-4-2, and they know what they're supposed to be doing on the pitch, but within that there is the flexibility for players with like Calafiori, with tactical intelligence and in-game intelligence, to be able to see something going on in the game and just go somewhere and to affect the game. And so if he goes off and he's on the right side of defence, Royce will drop right side of the attacking box. Royce will drop down deeper into the left hand side to cover that, and Odegaard might drop where Royce should be. So it's almost Cruyff total football, but it's an evolution of that. And the attacking shapes we've got here are designed to pin teams into their own half and not let them out. And key to that, as I said, is Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber, because they are the best one.
They're the foundation, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the best one-on-one defenders. But if you were to look in, game out, and you went to Footy Stats or somewhere, or Foot Mob, and you looked at the stats for a game, and you looked at duels won, ground duels won. And even look at aerial duels one, we'll win the majority of them, and will be the best in those areas of play. So it's built and designed to make us adaptable, resilient, and obdurate. But within that, you've got players like Eze that can do anything. You've got a Saka that can do almost anything. Calafiori can produce a moment of magic.
Declan Rice,
Odegaard, Zubamendi,
Zubi, big little Zubi,
I mean, you think his position as six, he doesn't play as a tactical. He doesn't play as a simple number six. he plays more as a playmaker, and he'll play balls through the lines. They're risky passes, and his pass accuracy suffers from it. But he puts us on the front foot. He gives us an added threat. It unsettles. It doesn't allow opposition defenses to settle and get into a shape quick enough. And I think if you look at yesterday's newspapers, the Spanish media were asking the question: does Rodri get that starting number 6 back?
All right, yeah.
Because of how well Zubamendi has played in his absence.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you the quality of a player we've bought in. And also, I mean, if you look at, we might have had you might have had an Adams or something, but you'd have had a Stepanov or Pascal Sagan,
Yeah.
or you might have had in midfield, you might have had Ainsley Maitland-Niles, so when you were swapping players out, the drop was considerable. Yet now, if you're dropping Saliba and you're bringing Mascara in, you're dropping Gabriel and you're bringing Hincapié in, or you're dropping Calafiori and you're putting
Your levels aren't dropped. The actual levels of the team aren't dropping, are they?
Like if they are dropping, they're not noticeable. Right. And if you look at the front, especially the left-hand side, you've got Trossard. He doesn't really beat his man. He likes to come inside, take Martinelli. He likes to try and beat his man, and is all about the pace on the counter. Madueke is quite a direct runner, and he'll take shots from outside the box. Eze does plays the role differently to Odegaard. So if we're struggling to break a team down, we've got a player that can do something different and cause different problems. Yeah. And
the team's working as one, mate, and it's a lot more flexible. Yeah. And I mean, like I said to you before we started, mate, now we've spoken about this, and hopefully the people that are watching, you'll watch Arsenal games differently now, and you'll see what Richard's talking about, guys, because it makes a lot of sense. But it leads me to this next question, Richard. Yeah. How are we stopping teams from even getting a shot on target in games? I mean, who'd have thought that we've come to a stage in football where the opposition can't even get a shot on target?
Yeah, it's about player mentality. I mean, take the Burnley game, winning it 2-0, game's done and dusted, but 9 players sprinting back to get behind the ball in the 94th minute. It's almost a pride with them. They don't want to concede a shot on target, let alone a goal in the 94th minute. And you're going to get off days and the days where you're not at it 100%. But that foundation is there, and the quality of the players in their one-on-one duels. We have a team that almost all over the park are one-on-one duels. But if a team decides to go long, if Raya isn't getting the ball first, Saliba, Gabriel and Timber are so solid in their one-on-ones, they do not get beaten very often.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare that they will get beaten in a one-on-one. So it's that's just the foundation for it, and then you just build out from there. And we there are. It's like our set pieces. Everything is designed to put pressure on the opponent. They feel they can't score, but constant attack after attack, corner after corner. Now our long throw-ins, they're not designed to score from.
They're designed to
Because we're
disrupt.
not
They're
very,
designed to disrupt, aren't they?
yeah, because we know that Calafiori's he's no delap, neither is Rice. But what it will do is the opposition will win that first header, but we will get the second ball that drops down to the edge of the box. That allows us to either take a shot on target or recycle possession, and it's about maintaining constant pressure and constant making the opposition team constantly think of what they're having to do to try and keep us out,
Yeah.
and that tires teams out, and we wear them down, and sometimes it's through tiredness, and just that ability to cause pressure that makes a team concede against us, and then once they concede, it's how do we the heads drop a bit, because it's how do we get back in this? How do we affect them going the other way?
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And so end of the day, it's like the team plays as a team, but it also lets individuals shine. Yeah. And only in your opinion, mate, who does this benefit the most on the pitch, this system?
Well, I think this system benefits. I mean, there's two here that would automatically come out to me: Calafiori and Royce. Calafiori, because he he literally roams from left back, and he can be on the right edge of the box, but it also Royce can be back on defending in his own box, or he can be running, hitting the box late and scoring a header in the opposition box, or he can be in the opposition final third, winning the ball back, turning it over for us to attack again. So there's that flexibility to be anywhere on the pitch within that shape. Consider it like a coat hanger, just to hang your garments and things on. And it's about what the personnel doing it. Royce is highly intelligent. Calafiori is highly intelligent. Most of them have an in-game intelligence.
You mentioned it. You mentioned it earlier. In-game football intelligence, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, we often bemoaned Walcott's lack of in-game intelligence. He would get through on goal and not or get behind and not know what to do.
No, that makes sense.
Where these players can see something, know what to do, and they invariably produce it. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
as I said, you can have an off moment in the game. You can have an off
mistakes
game.
Can still be made, can't they? You know.
Yeah.
Exactly. There was another thing I thought about as well. This system works because now at Arsenal we've got so many players who can play different positions as well.
Yes, I mean, it's both a curse and a blessing.
I get you.
You've got Calafiori can play left back. He can play left centre back. You've got Timber that can play across all the back four. But which is a blessing, because if you have an injury, you've got a player that can cover. But the curse is that if you lose two players, and you start to lose that, because they can cover multiple positions. You might not have enough players in the other positions. It's still square pegs and round holes, but we've sort of now got a team of versatile players, but they're not always the best in the secondary positions, but they're adequate. But you'd rather them in their natural positions, but
Yeah, but again, it's down
yeah.
to the flexibility, isn't it?
Yeah, it gives us depth and it gives us quality in depth. But you've dropped again. Yeah, but you're
I'm still here.
yeah, but you're just occasionally injuries may be a curse because of that.
Yeah.
The amount of flexible and adaptable players we've got in, we might not have what you call specialists in their positions necessarily.
So, can I expand on it just slightly? Right. You know, if we bring new players in, obviously transfer windows, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
If we bring new players in, do they have to learn this system, or do they have to be already adapted to the system before they come in? Does that limit us in transfer windows, or does it actually expand the transfer window for bringing players in?
I think it they have to learn the system when they come in. So when Berta and Arteta sit down and the transfer team sit down, and they'll have what they'll be looking for is, do they have the tactical and in-game intelligence? Do they have a technical ability and whatever else? And then it'll be, what do they bring to the team? What don't we have in the team at the moment that they might bring? So Eze and
does that
take Eze
sorry,
and
go on.
Madueke, for example, this
Yeah.
summer. We didn't have a winger that would arrive late, can take players on, is powerful, is direct, takes shots, lots of shots. The same with Eze. He can get into the box. He'll take shots from almost instantly. We had most of the team didn't have the confidence or didn't have the natural instinct to do that. We've got more players with that instinct to shoot on sight, and that's something different for the opposition to think about. So when I think when Arteta and Berta are looking now, it'll be, where are we short? Where could we improve? Obvious for winter would be the left hand side. You've got Trossard and Martinelli. They're producing at the moment because they're under pressure to produce. But is there a way we could improve on that? Bring a different profile in, still allow us that depth, still allow us versatility, and see where we go from there.
See, versatility is a key word there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it this way. I mean, it could totally transform the transfer window for Arsenal, this system, because it could save you money. Looking at it one way, could save the club money, but it could also make you think, right, we have to go and pay. I'm being hypothetical here, yeah, but we have to go and pay that £100 million for a player because we need him.
Yeah. I mean, you look, I mean, Semenyo, Leao, and probably Rodrigo are the three wide left forwards I would consider. Now, we know Liverpool, Tottenham, City are interested, are just some clubs interested in Semenyo. So
he's got a clause soon at
in the winter 60. But this is the thing, isn't it? Do you wait till January? Do you wait till summer and risk not losing them, or do you do you go, well, that's 65 million, but we just have to pay out now
Exactly.
because
That's what I was basically saying.
because
Yeah,
we can't afford to wait. And
that's down to Berta, isn't it?
yeah, and
Yeah.
this is why we've brought Berta in, because he and thing and again we it also might mean we lose a few players along
Yeah,
the
of
way.
course. Yeah, it's the pros
Players
and the
that we
cons. Yeah,
like Martinelli,
it's
like Trossard.
yeah,
But if we're bringing somebody in that can do something, a job on that side, but better,
yeah.
then you have to accept that, and accept that the club knows what they're doing.
Pros and cons, mate. Pros and cons.
Yeah,
You know, it's straight up. It is. I totally understand where you're coming from with that. You know, and don't get me wrong. It's like you say, if Martinelli was to go, or Trossard as an example, and these are just examples, and we're not saying that we want these people to go, guys. These are just examples. Thank you for what you've done for the club, but the club needs to move on.
yeah. Because let's be honest. We're sitting first in the table. We're City are 4 points behind us, and we know they're a real threat if they
Of course, of course.
if they click into gear come the second half
Yeah,
of
of
the
course.
season, which is always possible, especially if they get Rodri back and they don't lose Haaland to injury. So we're in a good position. Come January, we might be 7-8 points clear,
Mm.
and the club then should be looking at, right, let's go and find who can we get in that will help us get over the line.
Yeah.
Do we have to sell Jesus for 25, 30 million?
Exactly. For example, if Jesus had to go, he's got my blessing. Don't get me wrong. Love the guy. I love Martinelli. I love Trossard. But end of the day, Arsenal needs to evolve to a point where we are
Well,
winning.
that's why we're bringing in a 30 million youngster, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we're interested. So
Yeah.
we've got another forward in there, and again, he's one that maybe we would rather wait till the summer to get. But
I mean, I've even
because
got
of
to say,
competition,
I've even got to say, mate, if someone came in for Kai.
oh yeah, I mean, again,
Oh, you've dropped now. Yeah, well, there we go, guys. Richard will be back in a second. I think someone spam called him. But yeah, think about this. What Richard's talking about. At the end of the day, watch the games now, because you'll notice what we're talking about, and we'll get him back in a second. This isn't helping. This is a recorded show, but these things happen. We're going to have to do it again. I'll cancel it. I'll cancel it. I was going to stop it, mate. Oh, he's dropped now. For God's sake.
yeah, sorry about that. My wife.
That's all right.
Was,
I was going to stop. I was going to stop it and have to redo it, but we'll carry on, because we're near the end anyway. So
yeah, we are literally near the end. It's about being, as I said, we love the players while they're here, but not. I mean, now we're back to the earlier Wenger days. A player doesn't make or break a team.
I actually think we're playing better than. I mean, don't get me wrong, we played well in the Wenger days. Yeah, we had nice football in the Wenger days. But I actually think we're playing better today.
I like the way we play under Arteta. For me, a lot of the go you'll see the first half, and it might look slow, pedantic, and boring, but it's a team and Arteta working out what the opposition is and what they're doing, and it might be that it's like Pep, you're playing a Man City, and Pep and Arteta, it's a chess match, and like most tactical games, I play Warhammer 40k. It comes down to who makes the least mistakes. So you might be. So if the person who makes less mistakes ends up winning,
Yeah.
and that's what it'll come. It's become in football now. Yeah, Arteta has made us don't make the mistakes, play the system, play the percentages. You've got a bit of freedom within that, but if you don't make the mistakes, you're consistent. You will usually end up out on top.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, this system suits Declan Rice.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's there. With what he's done with Declan Rice is he's elevated him a level, and now he can he can run through a midfield. He can pass. He can corners, set free kicks. He can arrive late and score headers in the box. He can wait at the edge of a box and score a screamer. He'll run 90 yards and win possession back, or he'll press high and win the ball back and get us on and pass the ball and get us on the attack immediately. And at the back line of the opposition, he has become almost a total footballer. There's still work to do, and still you can always improve. I mean,
Of course,
you
of
can
course.
if you don't think you can improve as a player, then you need your time is up.
Yeah. I think this is a good spot to end this one, mate.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
so too.
I just want to apologise for the viewers for the technical issues because internet issues. We both dropped out once or twice.
Yeah,
The phone call couldn't be helped, and that's what happens when you record shows, guys. And the only reason we haven't stopped and started again is because we were so deep into it, you know. And so, yeah, sorry about the technical issues. Richard, absolutely brilliant, mate. I will be watching Arsenal games with a different kind of head on, if you know what I mean. Well broken down, mate. Well thought about, presented. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you for that. Thank you for your time and your effort.
no, thank you. I've enjoyed it.
And so, guys, before we go, don't forget to give us a like, a share, a subscribe to In the North Bank and Two Old Gunners. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this show, thank you very much. Leave us a like, give us a thumbs up, hit that notification button, because hopefully we'll be bringing you more shows like this to make you look at football differently, from a different point of view. Yeah. And yeah, Richard, again, mate, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being part of this. And, you are basically the catalyst, because end of the day, you do all the research and I come on and I do my bit,
You're the beauty to my beast.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks. Oh, thanks. Guys, whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, love each other. And again, Richard, thanks very much, mate. And before we go, come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.
And peace. We're out of here. Thank you
Peace.
very much.